John Chamberlain. This is Fundamentals of Light and Lasers, Course 1. Today we'll do Laboratory 1-4B and Optical Alignment Techniques. Let's look at the equipment that we're going to be using today. We're going to be having a laser, and our first order of business is to align this laser horizontally as best we can on the optical table. This may seem like a trivial exercise, but trust me, it's a valuable experience to be able to do this, and the skill will serve you well in all the laboratories that we'll do in the rest of this course. The first order of business is to take our target that we've placed on our card. You'll notice, I'm going to look real close there, we put a little plus mark right on the card in our target assembly. It's cranked down and held in place very securely and mounted in our base for our target assembly holder. And Derek has placed that at 5 holes away from our laser, which is mounted on 2 lab stands that will allow him to raise and lower the front and rear independently of our laser beam so that he can angle the laser beam. So now he's trying to align the laser beam to directly hit the target. Now that we've got it aligned squarely on this near target, Derek is going to relocate it to a far target, which according to the instructions, we are supposed to be 5 holes from the opposite corner. And how close are we? So we look real close and we see, well, we're not quite lined up horizontally. And so Derek is going to adjust the position of the laser a little bit to see if he can get it lined up somewhat squarely. And that will do part of the work. But now if he moves the target back to position 1, we're a little bit out of alignment there, and so now we're going to have to work on some fine adjustments to make it aligned horizontally here. So this is, as you can see, this is going to be a back and forth process of adjusting. I think Derek's finally got it centered up really good. The back one is lined up and the front one lines up just perfectly. So that's telling us that the beam is perfectly horizontal and perfectly lined up from back near to far. And now we're ready for the next step, to align some other optical components into our system. Now that we have our laser perfectly aligned in a horizontal path, we're going to take a front surface mirror and put it in the path of the beam so that we can reflect the beam down the length of the optical breadboard. Derek's going to loosen the mounting base plate so that the mirror will in fact intersect the beam. All right, now as Derek has got the mirror positioned in the beam path, and one of the things you can do to verify the alignment of the mirror is to reflect the beam right back to the source, and he can adjust the tilt of the mirror with the fine adjustments there to ensure that the mirror bounces the signal right back into the laser. And then once he's got that, now we can reflect that beam at a 90-degree angle down the optical breadboard as requested for this procedure. So now he's got the beam reflecting from the laser to the mirror to the beam block, and you can see that we've got the beam height here is 16 centimeters, and all over at the beam block it's also 16 centimeters. So Derek has done an excellent job of getting that alignment. So using our same crosshair on our target, you can see that we've come out very close to still being aligned, and with a fine tweak of our mirror, maintain that horizontal alignment of our beam. So we can put one more optical component into our array here. Derek has got a convex lens we can add in, and we'll put that right in the path, and if the beam strikes the lens right in the middle, it will create and align, and we can focus that beam right on the target. And we've got a very, very fine focused laser beam now. We have a perfectly aligned optical system now. And that concludes Lab 1-4B. Good work, Derek, and we'll see you next time.